Hello, John Bellamy, and anyone else watching this. Before I start, I have to ask: are you all right? Are you okay? You good? The reason I'm asking is you picked a pretty dark topic, my friend, for your 100 subs contest. Congratulations, by the way. This is my entry to John Bellamy's 100 subs contest, and if you don't know, check out John's channel. It's really good, and it's an interesting question he's asking. He wants to know basically what you're going to do with your records, what you would like to have done with your records when you die. And he wants us to show one record that we've inherited, one record that we'd like to pass on to someone else, and then what we would like to happen to our record collections once we are no longer here to enjoy them. It's a deep subject, my friend, and I've given this thought, of course. I think a lot of us older members of the vinyl community have before, and I don't know if anybody's going to like my answers, but first of all, I've no offense to my family, but I've never been really close to any of them, and none of them are really music people. My brother is, but he really is into CDs and digital downloads. He could care less about records, although he bought the new Replacements box set, and I'm not sure why. I have his turntable. It doesn't work, but I have it. So anyway, I don't know, maybe I can lure him back. I don't know. Anyway, but this isn't really an inherited album, but a long time ago I had an aunt, and she picked this up at an unclaimed freight store. It is the Beatles' Alpha to Omega, and she knew I was a huge Beatle fan, and one day I was over at her house and she gave this to me. I've had it ever since, and it's where I got my copy of Alpha to Omega from, and it meant a lot to me at the time. She's no longer with us, and it still means a lot to me, and so that's one. But again, we weren't really close, but it's a record I've inherited, and I've played it as much as I've played any Beatle album. It's really good quality, and it's an awesome album, and I thank her for it. The second question was an album that you would like to pass on to somebody, and the reason why. Again, we're not a musical family. I am, but the rest of us aren't. But I do have a memory of my dad who passed a year and a half ago, and this was back in the late 70s and very early 80s. He came home from work one day and sat at the dinner table and knew me and my brother were both big Beatle fans, and said he'd heard Hey Jude on the radio that day, and said that is a really good song. And that's all he said, but I was blown away by that, because he always made fun of us for the music we listened to, and you know, I've never forgotten it to this day. And I have a younger sister that my dad was her best friend, and she misses him terribly every day. I do too, but she misses him more, I'm sure. So I don't know what she would do with it, but I would pass along this to her with that story. It's my Japanese copy of the Beatles' Hey Jude album, and I would give that to her along with the story, and she'd know why she has it, and hopefully she'd frame it or something and think about him when she looked at it. So that's the album I have that I would like to pass on to someone. And lastly, what are we going to do with our records when we are no longer here, when it is out of our control? What would we like to have done with them? Well, I have a pretty mediocre job with basically no retirement. So to be honest, once I hit that sort of age, I'm hoping that vinyl is still worth a little something and would like to sell as much of it as I can myself. I will keep the best stuff to enjoy as long as I can, but I would actually like to supplement my income eventually with my vinyl, if that is at all possible. And then once I am gone, I suppose I'll leave instructions in my will. I do not have a will yet. I don't really need a reason for one except for my vinyl, I guess, that it finds a good home. Be that someone in my family knows that would like it, or whether it's just given to somebody to put on eBay, you know, so they can get some money out of it, and that way at least the person buying it would probably be buying it for the enjoyment of the vinyl. I have no desire to keep it together as a set or anything, as a collection after I'm gone. That in my case, that would be pretty much be futile. I haven't been married for years. I do not have any children, and I don't really have anybody to pass my vinyl along to at this moment in my life. If I ever do, and they will certainly get it, but at this point I don't, so I will use it as a source of income, and just hope that somebody gets some enjoyment out of it down the line. And that's about the best I can do for you, John. Once again, congratulations on 100 subs. That's awesome. Check out John Bellamy's channel. It's interesting and it's good, and he's a vital member of the vinyl community. And again, congrats. Enter his contest. It's an interesting topic, I have to say that. And that's about it. I do a podcast. Check it out. I never put links, but there's a description below. And like and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff. And again, congratulations, John. You deserve it. See you guys later.